Hey Grizzlies! My name is Kayla Davila, and this is episode 3 of Grizzlies News Network and the first episode of the 2020 to 21 school year. In today's episode, we will be talking about at home learning and how it affects all of us. We understand that at home learning is the best and most practical way to ensure the safety of our staff and students during these strenuous times. However, we also wanted to know how our school population feels about the way in which the system has been operating this far. We reached out to some of our fellow Grizzlies to hear their thoughts and opinions on how at home learning has been affecting their lives inside and outside of Zoom. We wanted to receive some input from the student body in order to see what the overall response and feelings have been in regards to our transition to at home learning, how you all have been dealing with this change. In order to do this, we created a Google form where you guys could give us your honest feedback on how you think AHL is going. And the results are in.
Despite the challenges of at-home learning, of those who took the survey, 91% ranked our school's at-home learning system as satisfactory and above. When asked about their opinions of AHL, 36% said it worked yet could be improved, while a whopping 43% said it worked and did not need improving. Yet when asked to pick between at-home learning, completely at school, or a hybrid of both, only 5% picked to remain in at-home learning. Why? Well, much of that is due in part to the inconveniences of at-home learning. When asked to rank a list of challenges with at-home learning, a whopping 63% chose all of the above, which mainly consisted of the amount of work, lack of help, tech issues, not being able to hang out with friends, a messed up sleep schedule, boredom, isolation, and canceled plans as challenging factors. Our survey highlights the isolation many are coping with. Many of our participants stated that having a physical place to go, learning it in person, and just being able to see friends and teachers was what they missed most about school. Although many miss seeing their friends and classmates, when asked whether it should be required that students turn on their cameras, only 20% said yes, met with many of the opposition citing privacy concerns as a reason to keep it optional. Beyond privacy reasons, we also wanted to know what our peers were up to behind the cameras during class. A surprising 96% of our Grizzly participants stated that they actually pay attention and participate in class. Yet further questioning revealed that of that group, 22% actually play video games on the side. Also, many of us are multitaskers, as 67% stated that they actually pay attention and do work from other classes simultaneously. So, despite the hardships and challenges of at home learning, many of us accept the circumstances and understand that our school is trying its best. Over 55% of our participants agreed that having less classes and the more lenient grading policies were likable factors of at home learning. Even with the hardships, our Grizzlies are still finding ways to de-stress, with the majority naming talking to friends and asking help from others as their go-to method of coping. Remember to advocate for yourselves. Finally, above all, 60% pointed out at-home learning's commitment to fighting COVID-19. It's another reason they enjoy at-home learning. Remember what our mission is with at-home learning. We are trying to keep us and our families safe. Also remember to continue to wash your hands and to properly wear your mask.
As you can see, AHL has been a stressful time for both students and teachers alike, but let's remember to try to make the most of it. Call up a friend, dance, and just be proactive. Next up is our segment on elections, so Athena, take it away. And before I forget, always be sure to mask up.
2020 has been quite an eventful year. From a widespread pandemic changing our lives forever to fighting for social justice after the events of George Floyd. This year's presidential elections might be the most important and crucial one yet. Your vote is your voice. As an American citizen, you have the power to choose who gets to run our country and who creates our country's laws. This year's election determines who gets to be our president and vice president, who gets to fill 435 seats in the House of Representatives, and who gets to fill 24 seats in the Senate. Voting also gives us the power to choose who our governors, sheriffs, district attorneys, and judges are. While the election determines the most important things of our country, You'd be surprised at how many people actually take the time to speak out for our country. Last election, 100 million United States citizens did not vote at all. Not voting is giving up your voice. By not voting, you are letting your community down and you're letting your entire country down. Voting also comes with great consequences, and by giving up your voice, you're allowing any leader to do anything they want with our country. You're putting our country into the hands of anyone. Voting is a great opportunity for change for the better. And like Michelle Obama says, you've got to vote, 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 vote. That's it. That's the way we move forward. Requirements in order to register to vote in California include being a U.S. citizen, a resident in California, and be 18 years or older. You can also register online or by mail by visiting www.registertovote.ca.gov. Each state and county has different requirements and deadlines to register to vote, so make sure that you're updated and aware of those requirements and deadlines. There are many different ways to vote. This includes voting by mail, voting early, and voting in person on Election Day. Voting by mail should be done before Election Day and returned through USPS. You can also drop off your ballot to a polling place in your county. Another way to vote is voting early in person, but this is only offered in some counties. Voting on Election Day, Tuesday, November 3rd, is the last way you can get your vote in. Each state and county has different protocols and deadlines for voting and submitting your ballot, so always make sure that you're updated and aware of those protocols and deadlines. Even if you aren't able to vote, it is important as the youth to educate ourselves about this crucial event and encourage those who are eligible to vote, to go out and register and make a difference. Up next is Jessica, where she will be talking about mental health. This is your anchor, Athena Ramoran, signing out.
So for this segment, we're going to be talking about mental health. Since the COVID-19 pandemic has hit and quarantine began, we've all been stuck at home dealing with AHL, isolation, and the overall stress that is created. Some of us might have been facing more of our insecurities, overthinking, and anxiety. So how do we cope with this? But actually, let's get started with what the definition of mental health is. Mental health is our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. So how can we maintain this? Well, that's where self-care comes in. Self-care is any activity that we do deliberately in order to take care of our mental, emotional, and physical health. Good self-care is key to improving our mood and to recharge ourselves. Self-care is the best care. So here are some ways to self-care. Work out! Oh God!
You should pamper yourself. Let's say by watching your favorite TV show. Turn away from screens and get some fresh air.
Dancing to your favorite songs and doing face masks. Now we will hear the view of mental health under COVID-19 circumstances from our wellness counselors.
Hello everyone, my name is Ms. Steele. I'm the school social worker at Jefferson High School, and I'm here with the rest of the Jefferson mental health team. We're here to quickly talk to you guys about our thoughts on COVID and mental health during this time. Some of the things that we're seeing with students is stress, anxiety, loneliness, feeling overwhelmed with classes and pressure from home, schoolwork, and even outside of school. There's a lot going on out there, and not only you, but your families may be experiencing a great amount of distress. We want to let you know that first of all, it's normal and it's okay to feel this way. We're in a pandemic and almost everyone is feeling some sort of stress around them. Wellness wants to remind you that you're not alone, your feelings are valid. Be kind to yourself, patient to yourself, and seek the support that you and your family may need.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Marcella, Wellness Counselor at Jeff. So what can students do to combat their mental health being affected by the COVID-19 circumstances? Well, just remembering that you're not alone. This is a strange and challenging time for us all, especially young people and students. Our reality is shifted and we're just trying to adjust the best that we can, but we're not going to do it perfectly. And so we have to adjust our expectations and priorities. And your mental health and your well-being are a priority. There are many things that we can't control during these times, but there are things that you can control and that we know that can positively impact your mental health. So one of those things is getting enough sleep. Make sure that you're getting at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. and limiting your screen time. We know that we're on the screen a lot, so just try to limit that, especially at nighttime. And being active, whether that's going for a walk or playing soccer, whatever it is that you do to get active. And connecting with supportive people, whether that's in person or with your family or friends or people online. Make sure that you are connecting with those supportive people. And having hope, remembering your dreams, your goals, and doing things that give you joy. Things will change and things will get better. And remember to reach out for help when you need it. There are resources for you.
This is Miss Yambao, one of the wellness counselors. And, remember, we're one of those resources. All three of us are here for you too. We got you. We've been meeting students throughout this time with phone calls, texts. We're doing Zoom visits also. We're also offering drop-in times if you don't want to make an appointment. And of course, the many groups that we're offering. You can contact us through our emails, or you can fill out an appointment request form. And I'm just going to quickly show you how to find that. So basically on the website, you click on students and counseling, and then it goes to the general counseling department website. You can click on wellness counseling right here and take a look. There's a ton of stuff on here, but this is where you can make a request for an appointment with any of us. And it's also done in different languages. And then also we have hotlines here in case it's after school hours. We just don't want you to feel alone, especially during this time. And then if you head over to the right, there's resources for students and families too, that Ms. Steele put up. And finally, we started an Instagram page, and so give us a follow. We're going to be giving updates on that as well. If you forget when groups are, we're listing that as well. So thank you guys so much for your time, and thanks to GNN for asking us our quick thoughts.
Yay, so that was an amazing interview. Editor, let's throw in some of those sound effects, applauding sound effects. Like the one from iCarly. Exactly, there you go, beautiful. All right, so that was an amazing interview. In addition to coping mechanisms, we can also journal how our day is going, paint, and open up to trusted friends and family. Also, we, the GNN family, are reminding you that you are talented, brilliant, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique. But most importantly, we just want to remind you that you got this, okay? I believe in you. We believe in you. All you got to do is believe in yourself, okay? So have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Now here's Lauren with a segment on Halloween.
Hey guys, long time no see. Halloween is right around the corner, and unfortunately we are unable to spend that time outside. The traditional way that we celebrated Halloween can put everyone in high risk for spreading the virus. If you have been in contact or have COVID-19, you should stay at home and not be in contact with anyone from the outside. But that doesn't mean that we can't have fun in our homes. We can carve and decorate some pumpkins with the people around us. We can bake some yummy Halloween-themed treats or straight-up make candy, 5-minute craft DIYs, a movie night with your family. And since we cannot trick-or-treat, how about a fun scavenger hunt with people in your house? And something that we can do together is have a virtual get-together celebration from video chat sources like Zoom, FaceTime, Google Hangouts, or Skype. Have a photo shoot, and let's hold a virtual Halloween costume contest. Those are just some ways that we are able to celebrate Halloween together but far apart. There are also games that have been involved in the Halloween spirit. Among Us. I'm pretty sure you've heard of the game called Among Us. This game first came out on June 15 of 2018, but exploded in 2020. For those who don't know what Among Us is, this is a space-themed game where players are flying to a certain destination, and there are even multiple unique maps, multiple colors that you assign your characters, along with hats, outfits, and even pets. They are either given a role of a crewmate or the imposter. The role of the crewmate is to finish all the tasks, figure out who the imposter is, eject them, and win the game. The role of the imposter is to kill everyone in the ship, sabotage, and lie your way to victory. 2 ways that everyone in the server can come together in a meeting is when someone presses the emergency button or if someone reports a dead body. You would have a choice to vote on a player or skip vote. Many people have been betrayed by their friends or people online who they thought were safe but weren't. People from all over the world are playing this game, some have gotten creative and even dressed up as their players, which is how it's blown up. This game isn't sponsoring us, but it's free to play. Now, we present some of the Halloween pictures sent in by our fellow Grizzly. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this with all your friends, and we will see you guys in our next episode. Bye!